Fight Kenny Taylor and yours truly, Blakey, calling all the action. Catalina Street tonight, Friday night lights, and it's going to be Kingston City get us away to the left of screen down toward the social club end, and Heidelberg in the magnificent black and gold powering down to that southern road end of the ground. It's been a very warm day, around about 26, 27 degrees. Still warm as we go to air, but again we've got that gusting wind down the ground favouring Heidelberg in this first half.
Yeah, and you've got Kenny, I can see there, Harry Noon partnering Tom Cale up front already. So
yeah, certainly. They've obviously got the win with them in their back, so they obviously have to try and take advantage. But you've got to be careful of the passes.
Kingston on the move. Outside ball is going to tax himself as Caniglia gets the cross in deep, and a stretch and a fingertip away by the hyphenator. Has work to do in the opening 60 seconds. Great pick off by Ellis. Short ball, J-Dub revs the engine. Up the line, flag went up, bad call. That was a shocker.
But yeah, I suppose I'm fairly biased there, but I'd say that...
we'll go to the play. Kingston, cross to the top of the box, danger, Caniglia, and it sweeps across the face of goal and just wide of the post, and they've gone behind a couple of times like that this season, J-Fight, and that almost looked as if it was going to be for the third time this year.
That cross came in on the outside of the foot, and the wind dragged it away from Biles, who just ever so slightly misjudged that, and a snapshot by Caniglia. I'll tell you what, Chris Theodoridi is very relieved to see that scramble past that right-hand upright.
So Kenny Taylor with us tonight. He's declaring his undying love for yet another Scotsman.
I will say that Luke Biles is quite impressive, and as I say, he's obviously made more than 200 appearances for the club, which is fantastic. But he's quite a calming influence. But obviously that incident just before there was quite close.
A danger averted only for a moment. J-Dub sees the option. Far post, Zara.
Goal.
And that is there. On just on 5 minutes. Who scored, Kenny?
I think it was a Scotsman.
It might have been.
It was the Flamehead Scott on 5, and Kenny Taylor's drinking his own bathwater.
We saw the lovely ball played in by Josh Wilkins and Ellis. Zara with a touch, but the final touch was definitely Sean Ellis, Greg. Well, he scored the last goal last week and starts off with the first one this week.
So we're 5 minutes in. And the Flamehead Scott, the treasure, the factor. Kenny Taylor, you're feeling real damn good now, aren't you? Yeah.
I go for the first scorer.
I'll tell you what, get Kenny up here every week to pick the first goal scorer.
He'll always be all your scoresman. You can guarantee you that.
But this is a period, the next 4 or 5 minutes, but they've got to make sure it's tight. They don't let anything away, because when you scored the goal, that's your advantage.
Lovely feet on the left-hand side usually, and
all trouble, Zara.
Go.
Bang, left foot, great stop.
Good save.
By the goalkeeper then.
Should have scored.
And Ruben gets hammered after the play.
There's a booking.
It's got to come back now.
Well, he's given the play on. Is he going to give a card there, Greg?
I am mystified. Okay, I am absolutely bloody mystified now.
Inconsistent. Well,
surely that was worth a yellow.
Well, it was late.
Well, he didn't break up a promising attack, but certainly the challenge was heavy.
Ruben Way in the front third is a promising attack every time.
Right.
Give me a break.
Didn't stop the impetus, but surely it was worthy of at least a talking to.
Yeah. Wow, it's
very crude.
As you said, Kenny, it's just that inconsistency, and you just can't quite get a grip on that going on. What are you pointing at?
Got a few of the senior girls just walking past.
Langers and teeny tiny. And right across the face of goal. Nick, when you want a weather report about the wind.
The wind's breezy.
The wind is exceptionally breezy. Kingston on the run, and it takes a cannon. It went from Iaconis off long striding, and in the end, Chris Theodoridi has had to watch and just hope for the best.
Yeah, should stop that one away.
Well, it was a great ball played in, dangerous ball, and I reckon he's missed that. It's just flying straight over the leg. I reckon it caught a bobble, and Chris Theodoridi's wondering where the offside was.
I have no idea. On the dials, of course, tonight is the legendary Spielberg, who currently I have no idea what that hand signal was.
I think
it looked like feed the dog.
I think Tourette's is kicking in, Greg.
So probably
he's been very active on social media in the last few days.
Yeah, hasn't he though? He's got a new toy. Oh, long striding, missed that one. Luke Biles with the backup against Leonardo, is it?
Legrand.
Legrand. Thank God. Your handwriting is appalling, by the way.
That sounds like a hotel.
Knocked
Legrand.
Knocked clear by long striding Lewis Hall, 6'3" of footballing genius.
Yeah, but certainly Kingston look a threat up front. They've got some good speedy players there. Federhagic looks very speedy up there, and also Yakona's the top goal scorer for Kingston this season, is a threat always.
And they will re-win possession and recalibrate from half field. Kingston City.
Yeah, Kingston have had probably 2 or 3 good, excellent chances, just haven't put them away.
Well, we should have perhaps put 3 on the scoreboard because we could anticipate. Then it's crap, all that crap. Ellis,
that's a booking.
Ellis, now, is that a booking?
Yes. Oh, well, here we go.
Jesus, what's going on? Oh.
Just got to head the ball there.
All right, so into the book is Iancello, Anthony Iancello.
That was quite an obvious one.
I'm still want to weigh the 2 yellow cards against the Ruben way just there. I'd love to see those back again, just so I can say that's crap.
Well, it's inconsistent, Greg. Not that they're all merited, but
you're all watching HUFC TV. Luke Biles with a bouncer, danger for the goalkeeper. He spills it, Harry, and it just wings its way over the crossbar.
Oh, very indecisive keeping that time. They let the ball bounce. The Cardinals in the defending, and the keeper just he had a rubber chest there.
It was just no man's land.
Simo Jovanovic, the skipper, down for a moment. Worried looks, but now he lurches away.
Well, that's the Cardinals in the defending, isn't it? Letting that ball bounce over the back. You're always inviting trouble there. And
you've got to attack the ball.
Oh, dear. J-Dub's throw goes short to the feet of Obi, straight up the middle lane. Powered clear by... I just can't read that, John.
That was Biles.
No, I'm talking... anyway, that's Kingston Irwin. On the move.
Irwin.
And... that was a terrific steal in there. Is that Obi?
It was indeed.
That's Obi. Oh, my Lord. Paul O'Brien, he's getting it.
Just a great work ethic, isn't he, Greg?
He really is.
Box to box, and never stops trying, puts himself about and does a wonderful job.
And the unspoken, but now spoken of, 4th member of the Axis of Anger, which we love, Harry Noon.
Go on.
Carpeted. Zara had to be spot on. Not quite. Turnover. So Kingston come. Bang. And that lovely. Is a beauty. Rifled across the body by Bennett, Daniel Bennett on 22. That was a magnificent goal. All credit to Kingston. They turned it over. Zara couldn't quite corral the footy, and away they went.
Well, they'll be asking some questions there in the defence. No one came at him, and he had a clear run and a lovely shot, arrowed into that bottom corner.
Great finish.
But Kenny, and they'll be asking questions. No one stepped up. And
the missed tackle in the middle, if the guy had committed himself, that wouldn't have happened. But obviously, he lost the tackle, went through. As John was saying, they've just pushed back and let the guy come forward. It's just a free shot, no pressure.
Ball, free kick. So 2 minutes remaining, stoppage to play in this first half. And up and under was hit and hope by Caniglia. So in the meantime, Heidelberg go forward. Tommy Cahill. Hey, have another go, Tommy, and he does, and the second effort is with a similar outcome, and Kingston spring once again. I've got to say, I like the way Kingston have approached this, Kenny Taylor.
They've got no fear.
Neither should they, and as the minutes tick by, their confidence increases exponentially. That's great stuff, and oh, look at that. Who did that? Was it Help Me Obi-Wan Kenobi?
Jack.
It was Jumping Jack. Well, they're both part of the axis of evil, the anger. The
axis of anger.
The axis, I tell you what, had they have had an axis of anger back in your day, Kenny Taylor, there wouldn't be enough room on the bus to fit some of the blokes. You don't even know angry. Tommy Cahill, long way out from goal. We have got about 50 seconds remaining as there's something in reserve after an engrossing first half. Oof. And the referee calls a free kick.
Against Ruben Way, I think.
It's a late tackle.
Probably there, but I'll say crap, just for the sake of the exercise. 30 seconds remaining. Well, Stephen Pace, of course, who's been joining us the last couple of weeks, has been, you know, friend of the referees, hasn't he? He's been defending everything they do.
Yeah, we can just cut loose this half.
It's all crap, Pacey. And he's not up here he's like a barrister, that bloke. He came up here and analysed every decision, told me why I was too old to know what I was talking about.
Judge Pace.
Yes. So, 10 seconds remaining. And
that's the half time.
Oh, I think that might have.
Yeah, I reckon that says, no, we're done. Let's pull a curtain for this first half. And the referee does exactly that at the interval. Thanks to Windsor Management Insurance Brokers. We have got another seesaw struggle here at Catalina Street between the Mighty Warriors and Kingston City. It was Shawnee Ellis singing Scotland the Brave 5 minutes in with an opening goal, pleasing Kenny Taylor enormously. Less so the equaliser from Daniel Bennett on 22. That's the way it remains. Possibly the story of the first half, and hopefully we can get somebody down there. Big injury, we don't know the extent thereof, to Alex Chavo. So Alex Chavo got her fingers crossed. His mum's down here tonight, so that's fortunate for him because he'll have his mum to look after him. You always need your mum. Kenny Taylor is our special comments man tonight, along with John Fodinos Spielberg, and of course John Byrne on camera, doing all the visual work tonight in a 1-1 game. And Obi sent them spinning and whirring, but another crap free kick.
I agree with that time.
Do you really?
That was.
There you go.
Incidental. But it'll be interesting to see how Heidelberg, tactically, how they attack this, because obviously
it's a very, very robust wind blowing
exactly
down toward that southern road end.
Said Hurricane Leon.
Hurricane Leon it is tonight. Toothless Leon Spinks. Good God, Kenny Taylor, he's brought something to the table we won't get out of our minds really quickly.
We're good near Mike Tyson as well, Ken Norton, that's another story. Luis Suarez.
All right, Cristiano Reidus in the fluoro boots, back spinner, gets some distance over half field. Cahill cannot keep it in with a sweeping, glancing header down the ground, so it's Kingston ball. From, where's he gone? They're calling it at half field, aren't they? The referee not really going to argue with that one. Kingston throw down the line. Ruben at the back of the pack. Reeled in by Jack Petrie. Couldn't control. Just out of his grasp, out of his reach, and off the outside of the boot and out of play. 1-1 game on this, well, it's still a very balmy Friday night. Still rather warm. As Kingston City, wouldn't they love to set a tone for this second half? He's been busy. Caniglio squares it. Oops, OG, and it's the skipper. Wow, OG from Luke Biles. And the setup from Caniglia. And an uncharacteristic, you'd have to say, well, error? Is it an error, Kenny Taylor?
Well,
we'll watch it on the replay.
You'll see in the replay, obviously he was allowed to get in the box, and then he just obviously knocked it across, and Luke's obviously tried to clear it. It's just coming off his foot in the back of the net. So one of these,
well,
crazy moments.
Absolutely.
Well, it's a dream start, really, for the second half, because Heidelberg now will have it all to do. We'll have to come from behind again, Greg.
I was going to make mention of that, the Cardiac kids, and we got that goal on 5 through Sean Ellis. I was just going to say, well, tonight the Cardiac kids can keep their kid off and stay in the rooms and have a rest, but right now we need them.
Well, this will certainly hopefully show the character of the players.
Well, they certainly, Kenny Taylor, you would know, in recent years they have made comebacks their own. 18 comebacks for victories in the last 2 and a bit years, which boldly tries to manoeuvre through the challenge of Jovanovic. No, it was going nowhere. Petrie tried to squeeze it through, defending in numbers, red shirts, great swoop. Obi, round the corner ball. Cahill comes, goalkeeper comes, whackety whack, bang, and it's going to be a corner to Heidelberg. How about that by Obi?
Wacky races.
Once again, it was a boom crash opera that time, Greg. In the end, they got it clear.
Wacky races. Good God. Ken Taylor in special comments. It's going to be a corner to Heidelberg. Harry Noon corner. Down at the social club end. Taken by Jack Petrie. Far post ball. Red shirts everywhere. They'll clear. Oh, there he is again. Caniglio glancing header outside for Iaconis. Iaconis to midfield. detour sign. I reckon the tricky part of Cyclone Leon, which it does, it comes down in huge gusts. So you may be anticipating hitting it into the wind, it'll drop away, or alternately, when the wind abates for a moment, and it'll hit a wind gust. But speaking of, Ellis spears it, Harry, outside, right, left foot. Oh, look, just out of reach of the keeper. Not out of the reach of Tom Cahill. And he laconically just strokes it home. What magnificent stuff from the Warriors, Kenny Taylor.
That's been their best move tonight.
Oh,
by far.
Clinical,
Composed.
Incisive and deadly.
Exactly.
Well, Greg and Kenny, we said this before at half-time, when they put the ball down on the deck, looked very dangerous. It was 3 passes and then the beautiful cross in, superbly weighted cross out of the keeper's reach, and he really had an easy task tapping that home.
I think as well with it, because of the wind, the keeper just didn't know what to do. He kind of hesitated a bit,
right.
And then obviously he didn't know it was no man's land to a certain extent.
And you'll note by the wind in the cans in the audio there that it dropped when Harry Noon had to measure it off by quite a bit.
Gets yourself offside.
But,
whoa!
Kenny,
Hurricane Leon.
He's back in the house.
Just absolutely batten down the hatches. But Sean Ellis definitely becoming an influence in this game. When he's getting his foot on the ball, he's really looking dangerous to split that defence apart.
And I think Kenny Taylor and J Dub, the give and go, launched by Zara into an empty right lane on the grandstand side. Great header won by Petrie at the front of the contest. Oh, trouble here again though. And again, it's this time it's Love. Oh, and he nearly sent some love the way of Chris Theodoridis, who went whipping wide.
Oh,
he'll also got a touch. He's got a corner.
Well, it's either got a deflection or the keeper.
Could have been a deflection, I think.
Well, either. Ryan Love nearly broke a heart or two with that, but it's a corner still, so danger still for Heidelberg. 12 played, second half, 2-2 game. It was 1 each at half time. Another thriller-diller at Catalina Street. Friday night action, thanks to Windsor Management. The signal caller from the corner, Caniglia, launches it, hits that wind gust, cannons around, can't see from behind. Get this bloody piling out of the way. So, thank you. I couldn't see it.
That was crap.
Tell you what, no place for faint hearts.
There's something more to what happened out there than we know. There's absolutely. So swept away. Lewis Hall under pressure. Sean Ellis under pressure. It's Cahill at midfield. Zara looking long. Sorry. Well, it doesn't matter. Harry, great. Oh, brilliant, Harry. And that is 3-2. And Bad Noon rising under the big bad moon. And it's 3-2. The Cardiac Kids. Click, click, check in.
Magnificent. Took it brilliantly, did Harry Noon. The through ball by Adrian Zara over the defender's head. And as the keeper advanced, I reckon he got a slight touch on that, but it hit it well enough, did Harry Noon. And Burgers 3-2. They've done it again, Greg.
Jethro Tull does it again.
So the lead change, and ding dong, who's that at the door? It's the Cardiac Kids, and they're back and bad and bold. It's
Harry Noon.
He's just
no.
his knee or his hamstring, or just he seems to be holding his leg. That looks just a flesh wound.
What a game. Good what a game, thanks to Windsor Management.
Good finish.
19 and a half played in this second half. And I'll tell you what, the script this season for Heidelberg has been dramatic. Beauty, Jack Petrie. And one of the key members, original members of the Axis of Anger.
And does he need any encouragement?
No, he doesn't. He's a ripper. So, Ruben Way, the champ from the sideline, Social Club end. Cahill gets...
absolutely poleaxe.
Just take out a whacking stick and take out a shillelagh and lay him out, and he still wouldn't get a free kick. Ball out of play. Tommy Cahill, he's a beauty. The restart, that's danger. The substitute for Kingston squares and it over the crossbar. Only a squillimetre shy of an equaliser in this rock and roll epic at Catalina Street this Friday night.
Well, the Cardinals in. Kenny let the ball bounce over the back. That's and the substitute, number 9, who was that, Greg? That was Etheridge was away. A square ball across, and who was that following in? It might have been Yakonis, who spooned the ball over from point-blank range. But
that might have been Kingston City's moment. If you're not enjoying this, you've got something other than blood in your veins. It's been a rip snorter here at Catalina Street tonight.
That's
Belted upfield by Jack Petrie and out of play, and it's Cyclone Toothless Leon. He's just left the build. Where? So there it's dead still.
Looking for greener pastures.
We're into the last 30 seconds, and Heidelberg have come from behind for the 19th time in 2 years.
Go on, win it.
Oh,
win it.
What a finish.
No,
what a finish. Here they come again. Kingston loft forward. This has got to be last roll of the dice for them. And they ain't giving it up easily. Look at you, Kenny. Kenny's excited again.
Well,
You're excited, aren't you?
It's edge of the seat stuff, isn't
it? Kenny Taylor.
You want to win the game, that's it. Commit yourself. Commit.
Right, that is your 4 minutes. So it is just a matter of watching that referee with his great big Coke bottle glasses. Shawnee Ellis. Turnover. Oh, Kingston, have they got one more in them? Oh, stay.
Win it.
Keep your seatbelts on. No. Clearance in the end, and the last touch was from Luke Piles.
Great result.
And whack-o. Whack-o, gentlemen. What a night.
Great goal.
Here he is, Toothless Leon, back in the house.
Oh, my God.
Punch drunk. Here he is. Toothless Leon.
Doesn't know when he's beaten, does he?
3, he really does.
Oh, that was a good game. Exciting game.
It is 3-2. The final score is 1-1 at half time. Shawnee Ellis putting Heidelberg ahead on 5. Equaliser from Daniel Bennett on 22. We went to the sheds all locked up, and then, whoa, didn't the second half produce some moments?
Fireworks.
It was a beauty. So, an own goal. Luke Biles, he won't look back fondly on that very early on in the second half, and all of a sudden, Kingston Mun, they're ahead. I'm just saying.
All right, Bob.
And then, of course, just when we needed them the most, they don the lycra and the cardiac kids stroll back into the house and reclaim the victory.